This is the time when you, your partner, or both of you might have to go back to work. It's a wrench for any parent.
And I became the sole breadwinner for about a year and a half, I think. And I used to sort of loathe having to go to work. I was so in love with my baby and my wife that I just wanted to be around them all the time.
There's actually real pressure on you to get home quicker or spend more hours watching the baby, and then it's like it draws upon your flexibility.
Going to work, and for the first time in my life, work wasn't the most important thing in my life, which I think it is to most guys, and it really sort of put a different perspective totally on my life.
I remember probably only 5 or 6 weeks or something after we brought Charlie home, I was talking to my dad on the phone, and I said to him, I've just had, been having some of the most wonderful experiences, and principal amongst them was this little baby falling asleep on my chest, on a sort of regular basis. And I said to my dad, isn't that a great thing, man? Was that cool when me and my brother were young? And my father went sort of quiet, and then he said that when he was a young man, it just wasn't something that he was allowed to be involved in. It wasn't something that he was expected to be involved in, and he certainly wasn't something that he was welcome to be involved in, So it wasn't until we were substantially older that he was really engaged, And I kind of thought it was really sad, because to me, the feeling of the baby just sort of like relaxing into sleep and being totally comfortable with you and knowing that you're a safe haven, that to me was just such a magical and beautiful thing. And he hadn't actually experienced that.
Society's changed a lot. Nowadays, fathers are becoming much more hands-on, to the point where some become the main stay-at-home parent.
Say good night.
Sometimes shared parenting occurs where perhaps, the mother might work for a day a week, and that's the day that dad stays home and so he can spend with the baby, or it might be the other way around. But really, I think talking with each other about how they want the family to run, and the dad to also be able to say, well, this is what I want, and this is the involvement I want to have with my child as well. So you make your own sense of purpose of it, because it'll be different for each dad. Now the expectations have changed, and I think, just in society, looking at the way they view males, they're meant to be sensitive and understanding, the new age guy, but also protective and looking after the family.
The decision we took that I would look after the children was a pretty easy one, because largely my work has been on a contract basis. When Mama comes in to turn off what I found very quickly is I actually really enjoy it. I actually really enjoy being at home with the boys.
And my dad, I don't know if he ever even saw a nappy, never mind changed one. And now, we do everything pretty much apart from breastfeed the babies.
It's difficult to be a father nowadays. We've come from a time with my father's generation, their roles were very defined.
Now it's accepted that fathers also can be involved into a baby, also emotionally. In the past, he was just the main breadwinner. He had no emotions. He had to go out. These days, dads can cry, they can be there, they can be happy, they can wear pink shirts, they can be at home.
So it can be very hard to know where to fit in. And, dads now are able to say, I want to stay home and look after the baby, or I want to have those special times and bond with the baby too. But at the same time, if they're going to work, that can be really hard.
My skill set allows me to be a bit more flexible. And in the near term, I think taking this time, you'll never get it back. I think it's a fantastic opportunity.